Breaking Takes, and I'm back forward to it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you always watch the full video.
On April 27th, 2025, I dropped a video on how Lil Durk could be getting released after new documents debunk evidence posted by fans. And the very next day, the feds clapped back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of
Nah, we ain't going for that one, brother.
1090 Jake, man, I'm
we ain't
rocking
going
with
for that one.
Y'all rocking with me, and for this video, I brought the clap back because in the last video, y'all got on my ass in the comments. So I brought it back for y'all. Matter of fact, we'll do it again. What's up, everybody? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on the feds clapping back at me, Durk, his legal team, because I dropped the video and the very next day, they shot back with a list of reasons not to release Lil Durk. On April 28th, 2025,
I said it though, bro. You got too much money. You already tried to leave before.
Being reconsidered for bond. The feds would start strongly saying Durk is charged with directing 6 hitmen to travel across the country to hunt and kill Quando Rondo. Durk allegedly orchestrated and financed the brazen murder plot that.
But ain't that low key like saying he's guilty without even going to court yet? Like, he's innocent until proven guilty. He's been charged. He hasn't been convicted. Like, let's be honest about that. Like,
ended with shooters ambushing Quando at a gas station in broad daylight, killing his cousin Lil Pab. Immediately after learning his hitmen were arrested, the feds would allege Durk attempted to flee the country. In the early hours of October 24th, 2024, federal and local law enforcement executed multiple search warrants on OTF members throughout Chicago, arresting the hit squad. Soon after, the FBI learned Durk had been booked on 3 international flights, including one to a non-extradition country, meaning if he made
that
it
looks bad right there.
The feds wouldn't be able to get him back. Durk would skip the first 2 flights and was arrested when he showed up to board a private jet scheduled to leave the US. Once in custody, Durk was considered a flight risk and danger to the community. To prove such danger, they reiterated he sent the hit squad across the country to hunt and kill a rapper.
Y'all haven't proven that yet, though.
Evidence that this was not his first murder for hire plot. Durk allegedly offered money for any gangster disciple to be killed after his brother D-Thang was killed in a club. The courts agreed Durk was dangerous, using money.
Y'all convicted him without him even going to court, though, bruh. The flight risk part, I can understand, because I said that you already about to leave, but him sending a hit squad, bro, y'all haven't proven that yet. Y'all haven't proven that yet. And then for the other thing, by him putting kind of the first case, again, if he did that, why wasn't the nigga in jail? If he was in jail for this already, then all right. Like, if you've been to jail and then you broke out and then you they said they catch you again, yeah, like all them little privileges that you had, yeah, they ain't going for that. Even if you go to jail, you do your time, and then somehow you get arrested again, they already know by your previous cases or your previous time in there that you broke out before, so they know not to have you certain places. They already know this. This situation, y'all have not proven that this nigga did this yet. Y'all already judging him on that. That's crazy.
Influence and power to take out his enemies. Now, Durk's legal team would prove Durk's lyrics were written 7 months prior to the murder of Lil Pab. Durk saying, "Look on the news and see your son screaming no, no," makes more sense that he was talking about someone's mom hypothetically watching the news of their son's death and screaming no. Because who the fuck could have predicted 7 months into the future that Quando Rondo would be screaming no on the news? But the feds shot back, saying it doesn't matter if fan-made video edits made things look a certain way or if the timing of the lyrics didn't add up.
That's crazy.
They are literally still trying to use his lyrics against him.
That's crazy.
Just because it's talking about murder. even if it isn't this murder. The
That's
feds would
that's
also point
foul,
out
bro.
Durk
That's
offered the
foul.
same amount of money as last time for bond and it was rejected. And Durk's legal team didn't even try to prove he wasn't a danger to the community and didn't try to flee. The feds would state Durk wasn't arrested because of fan-made videos. He was arrested because he is alleged to be the leader of a violent organization,
Alleged.
orchestrated and funded an execution-style murder with machine guns, and tried to flee the country. Durk named himself The Voice.
Again, bro. Again, none of that has been proven. They say he's the alleged leader. Alleged. That you gotta prove that. In order to like that's crazy. That's crazy. In order to use a something against you like that you did, you gotta prove it. And they're judged like, oh no, you're a gang leader. When? Who said? Have you proved that? No, we ain't proved it, but that's what we're saying you are. That's what that is right there. That's wild, boy. That's truly that's crazy as hell. Like again, the flight risk part, I understand that. So for most time, if you are a flight risk and they say, all right, you have a bond, or for depending on the case, you might have a bond, but it might be high as hell. But if you can pay it, hey, you pay that, and then you be probably on house arrest. But bruh, this is crazy.
And the feds allege he's used that voice to speak on violence as he rapped about paying for murders, hunting his ops with switches, bounty hunters in Beverly Hills, and other lyrics that can all somewhat be related to the murder of Lil Pab. The feds would also highlight a song Durk had with
It's
Gucci
lyrics,
entitled
bro. You
Rumors,
gotta tie
in
it to
which
something.
Durk said, "I don't want the you catch, I want the one I paid for." So again, the feds are desperately attempting to use lyrics to fit their narrative. The feds are saying if the lyrics aren't true, it doesn't matter because Durk is dangerous. But then they try to show more lyrics after saying the other lyrics don't matter. The feds would end their
That's
summary
crazy,
stating it isn't
dog.
about how Durk made his money, but about how he chose to spend it and wield his power in 2022 on death and violence. And keep in mind, everything spoke on in this video isn't in regards to beating the case, it's for Durk to be granted a bond in which he'll be placed on house arrest. Durk would be handing over a substantial amount of money while being placed on a GPS monitor, eliminating the possibility of him fleeing the country. The chances of him having the ability to commit more crime under strict supervision is close to none. So what would appear if he was released, he not only wouldn't be a flight risk, he wouldn't be dangerous. But we'll just have to wait and see.
They just want to be some a-holes, bruh.
Now
They
this is
just want to be
interesting. I don't know
a-holes,
if it
bruh.
was just timing of the feds.
That's why I said before, bro. Like when it comes to all these like governments and law enforcement things, bruh, it needs to be an oversight committee, bro. Like I don't know where the hell I got that from, bro. But for real, it needs to be like something over everything. I understand, like we got United Nations and all that, but they focus on like I don't even know what the hell they do. But even even on that, I think United Nations they still have um like like they still got to look out for their country at the end of the day. So I don't really trust that shit 100%. I feel like we need a fish like a government that's over everything, like a humanity society type of government, bro. That's looks out for humanity, and when things are being done wrong or humans are being done wrong, they come in and like, hey, no, like yeah, knock that off. Like they and it has to stop like that type of like yeah you the president yeah but now with the thing that you're doing yeah that's goes against humanity and nah we're not going for that like this is crazy. You're judging a man on some that y'all haven't proven that he's done yet. If y'all prove that, if you prove he's a gang member, then all right, yeah, he's dangerous to society. If he actually got on the plane and left, that's proven within itself. All right, gotcha.
literally
Shit,
responding
shit,
to
the
the
niggas,
video I made. Like,
you haven't
nah,
proven that yet,
1090J,
sir.
he sounds too good. It's making sense. We should let Durk out. We need to drop a new motion as to why we shouldn't. I don't know, because to me it was like, yeah, if you're trying to keep him in custody because of a fan-made video, and you found out the lyrics actually didn't have to do with the murder, and it was written 7 months prior, none of that should be used against them. Makes sense. So now they're trying to double down and say Durk is a danger to the community because he will send hitters to your state to get you killed. And then not only that, Durk will apparently make songs about it after he gets you killed. And then not only that, when his killers get arrested, he'll jump on a flight and go to a country that he can't legally be brought back from. Well, here's the thing. You locked up the hit squad, so he can't send another hit, right? You're getting a shitload of his money if he gets out on bond, so the money ain't gonna be there. He's under the strictest supervision because it's the fucking feds, and if he's on a GPS, he can't fly anywhere. His passport's not gonna be active. So literally, the danger to the community and the flight risk is gone if he's released. So why not release him? This is where the feds fucked up, in my opinion, right? They're saying that even if the lyrics were written 7 months prior, it still relates to murder, and it could be another murder, and we think Durk sent all these murders, right?
Prove
The
it.
lyrics don't matter, they don't matter.
Prove it.
So why are you trying to go dig up a song with Gucci Mane as another example of, look, he's talking about paying for a murder? It's all fucking hypothetical.
What
right?
murder, though?
If you break down the lyrics
Like,
from the other song, you looking on the news.
Like, normally when you go to jail, right? When you go to jail, and if they say, like, all right, like, they use your priors against you. Your priors are things that you have been convicted of. What? These are not priors, bro. These are current charges that you have not proven yet. It should be no way. Like, it should be like, what?
Sounds like a mom.
Have you guys proved this? No, you didn't prove it yet. Oh no, let him go.
You know what I mean? Like,
What?
this is
House
normal
arrest.
drill shit. This is shit that's talked about in drill music. Death, make your mama cry, whatever. No one could have predicted Quando.
But I said it all the time. Niggas gotta stop using these lyrics, bro, because they gonna try to use it against you.
He screamed no. So the fact that the feds are desperately trying to find any lyrics they can that fit the narrative, and then when it's proven that it has nothing to do with it, say that, well, these lyrics don't matter because we have these lyrics. Again, it's becoming using lyrics against the rapper. Hopefully 99% of what's talked about in drill music is hypothetical, and then you got the crash outs that actually talk about real shit, right? I don't think that every single thing Durk has talked about or rapped about is factual, right? Because
you'll be an idiot
you look
to
at
do
every
that.
single song, and every time he mentions something and you count that into bodies, what, Durk eliminated fucking 200 people in the last 10 years through his music? Like, we're not gonna go for that, bro. I don't think a jury's gonna go for that. I don't think that's gonna work. At the end of the day,
this is a waste of taxpayer dollars, bro.
When the federal government says you sent a hit squad to execute someone in broad daylight with machine guns, and then you tried to flee the country, that's big. Nobody wants that case. Nobody's gonna feel confident in that case. That's some wild Al Capone type fucking Scarface shit right there, right?
But even with that, they still gotta prove that. All right, they gotta have. I mean, I believe that they supposed to have a snitch, somebody that was wearing wiretap or a wire, whatever. So if they got his voice saying it, then it might be over. But if not, if you all you got is hearsay, this is what I think happened, just because his crew did this. But even though I said it before, your crew can get you locked up, because especially if you're the leader. I say it all the time. That's what they're gonna try to do. But it's still crazy for them to even try to do that though. Like you gotta prove that this person told this other person to do this. Here's the money, go do this to such and such and go find it. If they got that, then all right. It's done. But if not, he's gonna come home. He gonna beat this, bro. He's gonna spend a lot of money beating it, but hey,
that's fucked. But again, everything we spoke on in this video isn't about beating the case. It's about being released on bond. So let me know y'all's thoughts in the comment section. You've heard his defense. You've heard what the feds are saying. Do y'all think he will get bond? On what grounds do you think he should be kept? On what grounds do you think he should be released? Hit that comment section. It's 1090.
Like I said, I just feel like it's crazy that they already convicted him on something that they haven't even proven yet. The flight risk part, because again they caught you at about to go get on a plane. It was going to somewhere where they couldn't legally bring you back from, and you have money. Okay, the flight risk part I understand, but the gang leader part, that's alleged. The sit the people part, that's alleged right now. You haven't proven that. Come on, bro.